Welcome to Botches Off-Road. We're all getting older. Mark is, 29 now? 28, 29?
We'll be 29. I'm 28 right now.
I just turned 30, and Gavin's this old man at 31.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's got me thinking. I'm at my midlife crisis stage right now. Because I can't see myself, getting past 60. I didn't see myself getting to 30. And that was just because I thought I'd die of natural causes. Nothing crazy, but so I've been thinking a lot about, I've been trying to find a good full-time job, and my resume is decent for sales, but man, I don't want to do sales the rest of my life. I looked up camping jobs, and they have like seasonal park attendants that are like live in. I'm like, well, I don't want to live in one spot all summer. Like, I want to be able to travel, so that's not going to work. So I've just been thinking about it, man, and I don't know, man. I thought about being our own worst enemy for a while. I always wanted to as a kid, and I thought maybe...
Oh, DNR officer?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Mark kind of cock his head a little bit, like, huh? But, no, I mean, I always wanted to be an officer when I was younger. Fuck, now I'm 30. I don't know if I could get through all the physical PT requirements, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to get myself into good shape, and then I'll go from there. But that right now, like, I can't figure out what I want to do. Like, I thought traveling the country and making YouTube videos and doing all that was going to be it. And I really wanted to, but I just don't have the front end budget to do it. You know what I mean? Like, unless one of us wins some like crazy amount of money, like, and we just start throwing checks at each other, and I mean anybody, like me or my wife or something, and we just start, we have $1 bazillion all of a sudden, or one of my family members dies and leaves me a house, like, I could just sell it and travel for a few years and put everything I got into it. Like, there's just not something that, especially not with like gas prices at like $5, $6, $7 a gallon. No, it's just not something you can do right now unless you have like a really good job to help you start out. So
yeah,
try to find a career path that lets me be outdoors in nature, which is what I enjoy. And
have you thought about farming?
Yeah, I did. I thought about it. There was actually a turkey. There was a like $30-something an hour turkey farm job, and I thought about it. And then I remember everything that you talked about, and I was like, nah.
Wait, you didn't send that to me?
No, I thought it was from your company. So
I did. No way. My company's paying $30 an hour.
They might.
Who's paying?
They might if they didn't include housing. I don't know.
No, that sounds like some Seitzma stuff.
Yeah, it was Seitzma.
That's not my company.
No.
I might have to, just in case one of my bosses is listening, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not on the Seitzma website looking at careers right now.
His monitor lit up, though, like he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it, though. It was earlier today. And then I remembered everything that you talked about, and I was like, I'm good. I don't think so. So, the issue is I'm pretty overweight right now, so, like, getting into a super physically demanding job will fuck me up really quick if I just start, like, I don't have any conditioning. So if I was to start, like, concrete tomorrow, I would like, throw my fucking back out instantly. And that sounds like a wussy response. I just know my body. Like, I fractured my L5 years ago, and I know, and I always think that I can go back to working hard like I always do. Like, I chopped like a couple cords of wood earlier this year. And after splitting a couple cords of wood and throwing all the wood, I was like, fuck. Like, my back was killing me and stuff. So I know I can't just go straight back and assume that I'm going to do well. Like, I got to build that muscle back up. But That's why I got to condition, get myself back in better shape for whatever I'm doing, just for life in general. It's a big thing. Like, I think I let it go for a while because I'm like, well, I could still run, like, if I need to.
Okay. Little side comment here. So Seismos has a farm manager position in Coral right now.
Yep. That's the one.
Yeah.
Dude, it's good money. It's the same exact thing you're doing.
Yeah, well, and pay is based on experience.
Yeah. Bet that trailer's looking pretty good all of a sudden.
It does not have house right away, so I'd have to talk. Well,
I'd call him up,
maybe,
give him a call, be like, "Hey, man, this is what's going on. This is what my situation I'm currently in. But dude, this is all the fucking experience I have. This is my loss. This is how much I make in bonus because I don't let them die. You know, like, just lay it out for them. Let them know that you're worth it." And
yeah, my thing is, though, I'm kind of waiting for something to happen where they can't keep this farm for some reason and Seitzma buys it anyway.
Yeah.
Because I really like where I live.
yeah, but you got to think, like, if they can't keep the farm, they're probably going to sell everything with it. So,
well, that's the point. If they sell it, who's going to buy it would be Seitzma's. And if Seitzma's buys it, it's going to keep me as a manager.
Is it? Or are they going to parcel it up and sell the property and the other stuff?
It's not worth as much if they parcel it out.
Well,
They'll sell it whole.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like
I know that Seitzma has showed interest in buying this place. And it makes more sense for Seitzma too, because I'm not the company that owns my farm. They're all based out of Allendale. Everything's in Allendale. Yeah. Seitzma's is 2 miles away from me on one direction and 4 miles on the other. So we're all would be in the same area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes more sense. But yeah, I don't know. Mark, what do you think? Are you do like what, directional drilling? Was that technically?
Yeah, underground boring.
Is that something that you're going to stay at for the rest of your life, or do you have a dream to do something else?
I haven't decided if I'm going to stick with it after a couple of years. There's been stuff going around the rumor mill about the company may or may not get purchased at some point in the next 5 years, but I don't know much about that.
Right.
I know I need to work on it. I need to get my CDL. That way I get something, I can do something in case
company
did get buyout. And I didn't want to stick with boring anymore. I have a lifeline that I can do anything with.
Yeah, I know. And I've been looking at CDL too. If I go on ADHD medication again like I should, if I start, actually follow through with it, I could probably get a CDL and stuff. I think that my biggest fear is taking the wrong turn and going down on one of those bridges or something. But I thought about it, and it's like every 4 job posting is a CDL hire job. Propane, AmeriGas right now is hiring for 28 or 32 an hour for a propane driver.
Dude,
for routes.
Yeah. You should do it. You should do it so you could be like Hank Kill.
Propane accessories. No, it's just it's just a very good thing to have. It's just I don't know if I can do it right now with my my mental state. I can't even remember what the fuck I put on when I'm wearing it. So
I'm really hoping that my hot shot business kind of takes off, so I can just quit my job and do that full time.
Yeah, hire me for something. I don't know what, but I'm good for 40 hours a week, Monday through Friday, some weekends, on call.
Don't worry. You could do 40 hours a week. That's fine. You can do 8 hours a day, but you got to sleep somewhere other than home every night, except for weekends.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, maybe in the future, if something goes wrong in life, you know what I mean? That'll be the trick, but but for now,
At least for the first couple years, we plan on like sleeping in swags, so we don't even have to get hotel rooms. Like,
hell yeah.
We're starting a hot shot business with the bare minimum amount of money. Like we don't have anything. Like it's gonna be job to job, you know?
That would be such a cool job if you were making good money and then didn't have a set schedule or family though. Like to
Right.
hot shot and then like have an extra long trailer with your rig on it and like hot shot across the country, and then once you're done with that job, take 2 days and like go. Let's say you had to hot shot to like Denver, Colorado, and you can go around Colorado for a couple days, chill, go back home, and then hot shot out to the next place in the U.S. And that would just be such a cool. Number one, it would be a really cool YouTube series. Someone was doing that, get a really small truck like a CJ or something that you could fit on a trailer and not take up a lot of space, and then, or even like a quad or razor, really, if you wanted
Dude,
to.
it'd be really get like one of those Roxor, the old CJ2A, but modern
Clone.
It's a side by side technically, but it's literally a Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The one made by Mahindra. That'd be so
Yeah.
sick, dude. We've been joking about getting some e-bikes
Oh, for sure.
and putting them on the trailer just to like bum around with.
Well, I think you should do something like that anyways, just for like the sake of with you and what do you guys' trailer? 20, 30 foot long trailer? 42. It's not super accessible, but be able to park it at a lot or park it at a truck stop and
Exactly.
take those e-bikes and go hop down the road and grab some supplies or do whatever. I know in camping and stuff, I had an old timer that camped, and he did like camper camping, like towed it behind his truck, but he had a one of those mini bikes, like the little mini Coleman bikes. And he took that to putz around the campground with and, like, deliver his garbage. He had a little basket in the back of it. Deliver his garbage. And, like, he would run to town on it and grab a couple groceries and come back to camp on it. Like, it'd just be cool. Just to have that little extra mobility around you. But I think that would be such a cool... I don't look up hot shot people. But I don't know if there's anybody out there that's, like, doing hot shot and then, like... also wheeling while they're out. You know what I mean? That would be a really cool YouTube series.
I should get a Honda Moto Compo. That's the little Honda scooter that like folds up and fits in the trunk of a Civic.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, I've seen those. Those are cool. Hey, what's the company that's got them as like briefcases? Is that the Honda? That's got the new
Honda does one too. The Moto Compacto.
Do they see me rolling?
I'm just wearing my little like scooter helmet.
Yeah,
dude. 10 miles an hour.
Get a Vespa. Throw a Vespa in the truck bed. That'd be sick. Put a cage on
and get a one wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Those are sick.
Yeah. No, we'll do something because it would be nice to just, park the truck, lock it up, and then be able to like run into town and do something. Especially because of the way we plan on doing it. We plan on kind of not necessarily campgrounds, but kind of some rustic camping wherever we can. Just to save money, dude.
Yeah.
Like, hotel rooms roughly $100 a night. What if we don't have to pay that? What if we can just pop up a couple swags and live out of it?
Oh, I mean, and the cool thing is like forest roads and around a lot of like BLM and stuff, forest roads are completely campable. You can camp on the sides of them. So technically, if you really wanted to, you could pull to the side of one of these forest roads, throw your swags on the back of the trailer, and spend a night in there, pack up in the morning, throw them in the back of the truck, and go. I mean...
And we've actually been discussing the possibility. Okay, at this point, it's beyond the possibility. We've been planning for taking the center console out of the truck and putting a fridge right there.
Yeah, that would make great sense.
It makes so much sense,
Yeah.
dude. You know, keep a 12-pack in the back, keep a couple of cans cold in there all the time. You can just grab whatever you want right from the driver or passenger seat.
12-pack of soda, guys. 12-pack of soda. They're not hot-shotting
Yeah.
and drinking. This isn't Smokey and the Bandit. Like,
Right, yeah.
12-pack of sodas.
I think did I not say a 12-pack of pop?
No,
Did
you
I
just said a
say
12-pack.
Okay. I'm thinking Faygo
Yeah,
here,
Faygo.
guys.
Grape Faygo.
Some I was thinking cream
uh,
soda, but
Does most of our listeners even know what a Faygo is?
Yeah, that's a Michigan
that's
soda.
why I said Faygo. That's why I said Faygo.
Yeah, that's a Michigan soda drink. By the way, and this is a tangent, but this has got to do with like camping and being better health. And though we've been drinking Fresca, and that is like the best 0-calorie soda replacement we've tried yet. It's not quite sparkling water. It's more of a soda taste, but it's got 0 calories, and I've been digging the shit out of those. I mean, sparkling water's cool, but it tastes like fucking paint remnants inside of water. Like, I feel like I would get asbestos poisoning from it, or like lead paint poisoning. That's like the aftertaste I get from like Waterloo or LaCroix. And I did that all summer while we were at camp. And I can't say that I sat down in my camp chair and was like, I can't wait to crack open my LaCroix. I can't say that. Like, Frescas,
Yep.
I can do that. So that's going to be our new, like, all-around drink. They're refreshing. You can bring them to camp, and they're still 0 calorie. There's a lot of calories in a fucking soda, dude. Just a little can.
I have pretty much completely cut pop. I drink the low sugar, no artificial coloring Gatorades.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking bomb,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, everything I drink is low sugar or no sugar and 0 calorie right now. So it's either water or Fresca. I am completely, unless Fresca's has caffeine, I don't remember if they do or not. I'm completely, like, I don't drink any caffeine or consume any caffeine right now, which is, if you knew me 2 years ago, I had 4 Monsters on me in the morning at the gas station, and by the time I was out of work, those would be gone. And that was my daily thing. Or 4 Bangs. Like, Bangs are even more, and I still would drink 4 of them fuckers. So for me to be completely off of caffeine is like a huge thing, because I've been hooked on that since I was like 16, 14, something like that. So now I just got to quit smoking.
Yeah. Oh, you're smoking now?
Well, smoking, vaping, I do whatever I got. I still got a pack of cigarettes in my glove box for special occasions, like my vape dies or something. I'm like, I really need something real.
I gotta kick this pouch habit. But the problem is I like nicotine.
Me
I like
too.
the way I feel on nicotine.
And it's an appetite suppressant too. So it's like stopping
So why
it.
am I so goddamn fat?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. For me, it makes me scared because I'm like, I stop this and I start switching over to eating or something. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. That's actually one of the reasons why I gained so much weight, is because when I stopped vaping when Sienna was pregnant, and after she had the baby, we would only eat fast food for the first couple months because we were all too fucking tired to cook or do anything. We couldn't do anything. So, and I quit smoking, so I was just binging, and it was disgusting, dude. I'm so glad I'm over that now. I'm actually lost weight. I was at 355 here a couple months ago, and I'm now at 324.
Fuck.
So I could fit into shorts that I couldn't before. You can't tell much when you look at me, but I feel better. So that's good for me.
Well, I must have found all of that because I went from 365 or 265 to 300.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
But
I didn't. The thing that bugs me is I didn't change eating habits. I didn't change anything. I just went from being 260 to 300.
You just get older.
The same thing happened. I didn't change anything, and I went from 200 to 260.
I got a buddy who was in the Marines, and he was like built, like fucking jacked, 6-pack of abs, all that, and then he stopped. He started getting older. By the end of his 4 years, he was struggling to keep weight in the Marines. Then he got out, kept his same eating habits without doing PT or anything, and fucking he went from like 180 jacked to like almost 300, and was like, I seen him after like a few years. I'm like, holy shit, you're as fat as I am. And he goes,
yeah, I got out. I got out at 200. I was 200 pounds when I got out of the Army. And within that first year, I had hit 280, and then I cut it back to 260, and now I went up to 300.
Yeah, it's hard. And every year you get older, it's harder to like maintain your metabolism. Like everything starts slowing down. You start getting more achy, so you don't want to like do shit as much.
Everything fucking hurts now.
Yeah, nobody talks
you got
about
me
that.
To maintain 310 for 2 years.
You got to maintain 310 for?
No, my weight has been 310. It has not gone up or down for 2 years.
Yeah, you're a young buck. You're not even 29 yet.
I was gonna say, I bet you if you cut your portions down and went to like sugar-free, like 0 calorie as much as you could find, that's what helped me. Is when I start shopping now, any cheese, I'll try to get 0 calorie or fat-free, anything like that. It's good for camping too because I indulge when I camp. And when I'm off-roading and stuff, I always bring snacks. So I tend to binge when I'm out there doing that stuff because I just eat and eat. Or when we do 3-day camp trips, I'll just eat because we're camping, and I use that as an excuse to like, well, we're out there, we're going to enjoy our time. Let's just eat whatever we want. And so that kind of gives me a cheat code to keep things leveled out a little bit. Like, instead of going from a bag of chips, I'm going to like popcorn, which is like you can get double the amount for less calories. It's like, so
I will admit I've been eating a shit ton of popcorn lately because I quit buying snacks, and I can just take my popcorn bucket to Wesco and get it filled for free.
Yeah, but that butter is so bad for you though.
It is, but it's still better than me eating snacks all day.
I do the skinny pop. It's like 100 calories per. It's like, what is it? Cup and a half. It's a good amount of popcorn, and so I'll eat that as a snack or on the side with like a sandwich or something, and I use low calorie bread. That's like that's like a big hit on us financially. Is like going from $1 bread to $4 bread. And then you have to get like 4 or 5 loaves.
Right, because it's smaller too.
Yeah. But it all kind of goes out to like, this all kind of plays back, like the weight thing, the eating healthier, smarter, goes back into the whole camping. It goes back into the off-road world and my career. This all fits in for me. We're talking about it mainly because I'm just jabbering, but secondary because it does fit into multiple categories. And one is like, you don't really understand how hard it is to, unless you're overweight like me, how hard it is to shop for things, even camping. Let's say camping clothes. No, you can't buy like Q or Kiwi or whatever, Artrix. You can't do a lot of REI clothing. You can't get like really good branded clothing. Because they don't make them your size. Mummy bags. Yeah. Mummy bags are like suffocating. Like you're going to burst those zippers being a bigger guy.
Yeah.
My chest is really wide from shoulder to shoulder. So my pads, even like my sleeping pads, my cots that I've ever done, I'm hanging off the side of them anyway. The weight limits on chairs. Like it's things that you have to kind of take into consideration. And because I'm so wide, I take up more space in a tent. So like a 2-person tent, like our Nemo Dagger, which I just sold. I took up more space in that than my wife did. And I don't know, maybe if I lost a few pounds, I wouldn't have taken up as much space. We might be able to use it a little longer, but it does kind of play into the availability. Shit, my clothes are bigger, takes up more space in my in my luggage. So I mean, it just, I need to eat more, which I don't need to eat more, but like, so I pack more food, make sure everyone's got enough. Like, so I don't know. It's just something that I was thinking about, while I was, trying to figure out what I want to do for a career. This kind of parallels with just the, I guess if you want to do off-roading and stuff, it really helps to not have that extra weight on you. I think Baker's like, nothing against Baker. We talked about him, I think, in the last episode about him falling, but I think he's realizing that too. Like it is hard for a bigger guy in this space, in the overlanding world and stuff. You got to think about static loads on your roof. Like, so most of these tiny dudes that are, these small guys that are doing these channels, they probably don't even think about static and dynamic load on their rooftop tents or what the capacity is. But me being 320 now, knowing what my wife is and then knowing what my kid is, I gotta measure that out.
Yeah, I look at rooftop tents and I'm like, that's a 1-person tent.
Well,
like
yeah,
me and my wife, we're not going to fit there together.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
Now, if I was smaller, I'd definitely be able to have more. I'd have more room. I'd have a couple more inches, which is what I seem to like want in a tent. Usually, is like, if I just had like 3 or 4 more inches of space on this tent, then I'd be good. And I just feel like it's time for a change. Where like, yeah, I can run, but short distances. Like, I want to be able to run around and play soccer with my kid and stuff, and not be like gassed out after 30 minutes. So, all around, it needs to change. So I've been really focused on that lately, trying to manage my portions and lose some weight, and not only slim down myself, but like slim down my inventory of camp stuff. Like, we talked a few episodes ago about keeping all of our tents and stuff, but after giving it some thought, and it's like, I need the money. It's just sitting here. I'm not going to do anything with it. I just spent $1,000 on this tent. I'm going to fucking use this tent, whether we need it or not for whatever we're doing. Like, so I'm like, screw it. I sold it it retailed at like $500. I sold it for $250 the other day, which is pretty good for a tent, honestly.
And the amount of time you've spent in the thing too.
And I was honest with her too. Like, I was like, I've had it for 2 years. I said, all in total, I probably used it, 20 times or so. You don't think about it when you say 20 times. It probably doesn't seem like a lot, but like, you're using it all weekend, 3 times. Then you're using it for 5 days there. So for me, 250 was a fair value for that. And it was completely fine. There was no cuts, tears, nothing. I ended up finding all the tent stakes and everything else, so she was pretty happy. So it made me $250. I was able to take my wife out on a date, and I was able to get some gas for our vehicles. So it helped out. Can't say I'll miss it because it was a good tent, but I can't say that I'm going to miss it that much. Like,
I'm going to sell my light fighter for the same reason. I love the damn thing, but I've got 2 different swags, a single person and a 2-person, and why would I take the time to set up a light fighter when I could just roll out a swag and have the same amount of space?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just getting to the point to where, like, theoretically, I would love to have a collection room with all this stuff, like in my office where I do the podcasting, and I'd love to have like my back wall all gear. That would be so cool. But to be honest, a lot of my gear isn't worth putting up on a wall either. Like,
yeah,
like I could say 80% of my gear is not worth selling because it was all cheap Walmart shit that was, $30 and under. And so, the stuff that I started out with that I've kept because I'm like, well, maybe I'll need this cheap ass pan someday. No, I'm still sitting there after 2 years. So it's one of those things I'm just going to give away or throw away. And
dude, it's it's worth going through and slimming down. I've been doing quite a bit of organizing and sorting for the same reason, because I mean we've bought so much stuff, dude, and a lot of it's just we're not going to touch it again.
Yeah, and I don't see it as a waste of money either. I think it's a learning. Sometimes I think you have to pay for things to learn and gain experience from them.
And you know, you have a lot more gear than either of us do, but a lot of that comes down to like you really like experimenting with gear, so you're always ready to switch something up, and we don't do that as much, and we still have a boatload of gear, you know?
Like, I have a spare, I have a spare shower that someone gave me, battery-powered shower. I have a spare,
Is that my old shower?
No, you never got that to me. It was given to me by Mike, Wininski, the last time we went out camping.
That's still here somewhere.
Yeah. So it's like I have extra stuff everywhere. Like, and I've been thinking about how I really want to camp. Like, do I want to push myself to camp in the winter? I like camping in the winter, but do I love it? Not really. It's not like the most enjoyable experience for me, and I know it's not going to be an enjoyable experience for my family. So it's like I've been debating, like, well, am I even going to start camping in the winter? I still use my diesel heater and everything because it's good for cooler temps, but it's just like, I mean, planning things out. Like, what do I really want to do? Like,
even if you only did one winter camping trip, like, it's really fun to do one winter camping trip.
Yeah, I'd like to do Tequamanon. Like I said, do State Park Tequamanon. It's all plowed out, but it's up there by the falls. We could camp there and make a nice meal and go do the falls.
Retard Run 2027?
Yeah, maybe. But I'd like to do that. It'd be cool. But, yeah, no, I'm just slimming down and prioritizing, trying to figure out what the next steps are in life, you know? What I really want to do, what I really want to do for, like, travel. Like, not that Michigan's boring, but, like, and I'm tired of Michigan. I'm not, but I'd really like to start planning out bigger trips, maybe, out of Michigan, start branching out a little bit, so... Maybe that means not camping as much and saving some money here and there, because
I mean that's what we've been doing. We've been doing the yard camping to get us through, and we've got like 10 or 12 day trip coming up.
Yeah. It's just because you know, even a weekend of camping for my family, with gas prices how they are, you're definitely looking at $200 to $300 with gas and groceries, snacks, diapers, you know, food. You're looking at like 100 to 150 depending on how fancy you want to go, because people like it fancy. Certain people in my family. So, yeah, you're looking at they want different food every night, and you know, so yeah, it racks up. So you're spending that much to do a weekend of camping, and then it's base camping, and after a day or so of base camping, I'm pretty bored. Like, come like Saturday afternoon, I'm like, I want to go do something. I don't want to sit around a camp all day.
So I'm good with base camping if we're wheeling too, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I set up camp, but then I spend 9 hours out on the trail playing, I'm fine with being at the same campsite.
As long as you're doing something. I've done a couple of, like, I love kids' camp trips. They're such a great opportunity for kids to go out and play with each other and stuff. But shit, dude, you know, you do like a 4-day trip, and come like Saturday after the kids have played, you're bored out of your mind. Kids are playing around, they're having fun, and you're just kind of like, like, I just feel restless. Like, I want to go do some trails, or I want to go explore some shops, because I like doing tourist shit too. I like going to old shops and gift shops and stuff and checking that stuff out, looking at the museums. Like there's a logging museum up in the UP that's pretty cool, the Native American Heritage Museum up there. So I like going to that stuff, but I can't just sit and camp anymore and just sit there all day and do nothing. Feel like a veg. I could do that at home, you know, sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, it'd be fun to plan like a museum weekend, right? Where maybe we don't do as much wheeling. Maybe we hit service roads and like some dirt roads, but we link together like 4 or 5 just obscure-ish museums.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be fun as hell, dude.
Yeah, it would be cool to
It
do
would
like
be.
a haunted version of that too.
Yeah.
Haunted places or haunted areas, ghost town, something like that.
Like the, I don't know if you've ever been to our Nuevo County Museum, but that's a really nice place.
I haven't been there since they remodeled it.
I haven't been there since they remodeled it. It was nice when they had it in the old building down by the river.
Down by the river. Yeah. Well,
But
I think we're ready to wrap.
yeah, I think that's the end of it.
All right, guys. We'll
Yeah.
talk to you
Catch
later.
you guys later.
Later.